In all the best ways, this year is going to suck. And let me tell you that. Bear with me. I'm going to talk about myself for a little bit. Introduce myself because I think this is video number 1 for a new channel I'm starting. My name is Randy Peck. I'm a pianist. I'm a songwriter. And that's new for me to share with people. I've been a pianist for a long time, and it surprised me that I wanted to songwrite, and it requires a lot of skills that I didn't learn in my upbringing as a pianist. To be a songwriter is a very different experience than being a pianist, especially a classical pianist and a classical piano teacher. So I'm very fortunate that I live in an area where piano lessons are in demand, and that's been my gig for about 10 years now, just teaching. And I've really enjoyed it, and this channel is something that I feel I want to expand into and create content for people that value the same things as me. I don't know exactly what that looks like, but I just need it to start. I felt the desire to reach out and engage online for like years now. And I think one of the reasons, so there's a couple reasons I didn't start this a long time ago. One of those reasons might be relatable, and the other, maybe both of them are. So when you go through school, like if you study music in school, you kind of come out of it, especially piano, you come out as like a classically trained pianist. And I'm very grateful for my education. That was really great and all, but I didn't feel like I was ready to be like just the piano guy, and just like teach only piano online. And I also felt artistically like there was something more that I had to discover about myself, even though like I'd finished a master's degree in piano performance. Creatively, there was a lot more for me to like kind of discover, and I've been working on that, and I'm still working on that. I started taking voice lessons, which is something I had never done before. I'd really had never had to sing. Like in college, I had to do like sight singing, and you'd sing so that you could demonstrate that you understand the theory and demonstrate that you could sing in a choir and that sort of thing. But most of the time when I was in a choir, I always had to play the piano, and so I never really had the opportunity to develop my voice. And so less than a year ago, I reached out to a great voice teacher in the area, and she's helped me. And then she's like, okay, you're going to take some of your songs and you're going to like sing them in this recital that we're going to do. And that was like really nerve wracking for me. And I did that. I forced myself to do it. And as I was playing, I thought, I hate every second of this. I'm really glad I did it because a light bulb went off. It made me realize that you're never ready. You're never going to feel prepared, and you're never going to like performance unless you do it, unless you practice doing it. And I feel the same way about social media. It makes me nervous. Like I'm nervous right now recording this. I'm nervous to use social media in any way, but I need to do that. I want to practice it. I'm riding the wave of that kind of light bulb moment when I was like in my first public performance of the songs that I've been working on that I've written. I just realized finally, like, oh, I will never feel ready. Like I'm just hardwired against performance. So I started this video by saying this year is gonna, in all the best ways, it's gonna suck. And what I mean by that is I'm gonna be a beginner at so many different things. And being a beginner is okay. It just requires that threshold of failure to be really big, like to be willing to let yourself fail a lot. I tell my piano students this all the time, that frustration is not part of the process. So if you're feeling frustrated, you need to do something to address your frustration. You can only force it to a certain point. The frustration is the antithesis of progress. If you're feeling frustrated about something and you're working on it, you're trying to make it happen, it's not going to happen. When you've gotten really good at something, so taking voice lessons has been really eye-opening for me, and it's been a really good thing for me to be a beginner again. Coming out of college with like 2 degrees in piano, I felt like I was pretty good. I'm pretty good at the piano. And I had pretty well removed frustration from that process. I had just kind of knew the process so well that I could observe it and say, okay, this is where I'm at in the process of learning a piece. And I never really got frustrated with it. And so being a beginner again, embracing being a beginner, it really sucks because you have to go, okay, well, I can't be frustrated here. And so my theme for this year is to like embrace being a beginner, expand that threshold for allowing things to just suck for a while, to just be bad at things and do it anyway, but not get frustrated with it. So publishing freaks me out, posting freaks me out, but I just have been able to somehow compartmentalize that that's just a feeling, and it's not part of the process. The freaking out part, the part where you like are self-conscious about it and like worried about it, that's not part of the process. I can just like put that over here and like work on that separately. And this process of learning what it means to make content, what it means to songwrite, what it means to be creative, that's the part that I really enjoy, and I love that part. And I've just have this like this light bulb moment where I've done that. Okay, that's it. Video number one, I guess. Maybe I'll do that again, or I'll just edit it and just try to make it something. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, this is scary.